date, another show, another half an hour in the studio. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna sing, we're gonna play the part and give it everything. We're gonna try to keep it right. We know the audience is gonna be alright. If things go wrong, we'll work it out. 'Cause that is what the show is all about. Hey! That is what the show is all about. Hey! And to the show, welcome.
Yes, good evening, everybody. I hope you're going to enjoy the show tonight because we've got a very, very good show for you. And Basil.
Yes, Mr. Howard?
You're not interrupting me.
No, Mr. Howard.
Well, what's the matter? Aren't you well?
Oh, quite well, thank you. No, the point is, I realise I haven't been very fair to you in the past. I've had a bit of a conscience about it, so to make up for it, I brought you a little gift.
Oh, really? How marvellous.
Make the announcement, then you can have the gift.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you're going to enjoy today's show.
Before it's too late.
Yes, but what do you mean, before it's too late?
Well, let's face it, you're not getting any younger, are you?
Does it show?
Pardon?
Does it show?
Goodness me, of course it doesn't show, you silly Billy. And I can tell you, when I heard the producer call you that name behind your back yesterday, I didn't half tell him off. I'm not standing for that, I said to him.
Well, what name?
It doesn't matter. And anyway, it's not true.
Basil, I insist on knowing what the producer said.
Promise you won't be upset?
I promise. What did he call me?
Prune face.
Prune face?
Oh, no, stop it, stop it. I can't stand to see an old man cry.
What do you mean old? I am not old.
I'm sorry, it was only a joke. I was just trying to cheer you up.
Well, I must say you're going about it a very strange way.
Oh, come on, stop sulking. You're not old, and you certainly haven't got a face like a prune.
You mean it?
Certainly.
And I can get on with the show without any interruptions?
Of course.
And then I can have my gift?
Naturally.
Right. Well, as I said, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're very glad that you can be with us today because we think we've got a very interesting... Basil, what's the matter?
Nothing. I'm looking at you admiringly.
Really?
Yeah, and thinking.
Oh, what?
I must start getting in some walnuts for Christmas.
Charming. Now my face reminds you of a walnut.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Of course it doesn't. Who ever heard of a walnut with a huge beak?
I wondered how soon it would be before my nose came in for some attention.
Look, nothing personal, but why don't you have one of those nose operations like film stars do?
Oh, no, I understand. They're very difficult operations.
Not in your case.
Really?
No, wouldn't be any trouble at all once they've erected the scaffolding.
Look, Basil, will you pack it up? Once and for all, I am not old and there is nothing wrong with my nose, understand?
Understood.
Now...
Message received and understood, Commander.
Can I get on with the show now?
Of course.
Right.
You can have your gift now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
what to say?
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
I bet you can't guess what it is.
I haven't the faintest idea.
It's a box you're full. Just a moment. Just a moment. Before you open it, there's something I should tell you. This wasn't my first choice. I couldn't get you what I really wanted.
Oh, never mind, Basil. I mean, it's a thought that counts.
Yes, it's a thought.
Incidentally,
Yes.
What was your first choice?
A trumpet.
A trumpet?
Yes.
Well, that would have been nice.
Uh-huh.
I used to be a musician, you know. Yes, I played by ear.
There's a coincidence.
Really? Why?
Wasn't he a trumpet?
Basil?
Come on, it was a joke. Come on, open the box. Open
Right.
the box.
I must say, it's something I've always wanted.
Yeah.
It's a box of stones?
Oh, dear. First it's his nose, now he's got trouble with his eyes. It's not stones, it's Auntie Ethel's homemade toffee. Go on, try a piece.
I love toffee.
You like it? Oh, you like it, don't you? Oh, it's delicious, eh? Oh, it's marvellous. I meant to tell you, it is a bit sticky. You can't say anything. The boy's a fool. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a big welcome to my first guests, the Wurzels. Way!
Jolly Jack was a hard-working chap, and he longed for the chance to be free. He stuck a pen in the map as it laid on his lap, and he stuck it in Gay Paris. It were quite by chance that he'd heard of France, 'cause he'd never been away before. He was straight off the boat with his 10-bob note when his heart fell through the floor. Oh, I'll never get a scrumpy here. No, I'll never get a nice mild beer. Give me England every time, my dear, 'cause you'll never get surprises living in devices. However hard I bloomin' try, seems I'll never get a hot meat pie in old Somerset's where I'll lie when I die. So he made his way in complete dismay where the folks all goes at night. And standing there was a girl so fair, and her eyes were shining bright. She asked for a cider, and her eyes opened wider. They was glowing in the night like a flame. So he winked his eye, and she gave a cry.
Food chicken?
No, I'm game. Oh, I'll never get a strumpy here. No, I'll never get a nice mild beer. Give me England every time, my dear, 'cause you'll never get surprises living in devices. However hard I bloomin' try, seems I'll never get a hot meat pie in old Somerset's where I'll lie when I die. Oh, I'll never get a scrumpy here. No, I'll never get a nice mild beer. Give me England every time, my dear, 'cause you'll never get surprises living in devices. However hard I bloomin' try, seems I'll never get a hot meat pie in old Somerset's where I'll lie when I die. When I die.
Now, when you look in the crystal ball, Basil, can you tell me, please, about the man I'm going to marry?
Of course. I can see somebody who's handsome, intelligent, witty, and immaculate.
Oh, he sounds marvellous. Who is he?
It's me. I'm looking at my reflection. Boom, boom! There we are, sir. Your money back. I'm glad to be of service. Please call again.
Basil, what was that all about?
Well, the chap brought his tie back. Wanted his money refunded.
Well, what was wrong with the tie?
It was too tight.
Oh, it was too... Basil, when somebody brings something back, don't give them their money back. Try to get them to take another article of similar value.
Oh, I tried that. It was no good. He wanted a pair of socks.
Socks? We've got hundreds of socks.
But haven't you noticed they're all the same foot?
No.
Well, he did ask for a pair of Y-fronts in exchange.
Oh, fine.
Fine, it's not fine. Do you realise we haven't got a single pair of Y-front socks in the place?
Oh, I give up. I should have known employing you as a sales assistant was doomed to disaster.
I'm doing my best. Yesterday I nearly sold a string vest.
What do you mean, nearly?
Well, I couldn't sell it in that state. It was full of holes.
Oh, I just wish I could find someone to take the business off my hands.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Howard. I've solved the problem. I bought some new stock.
You've bought new stock?
That's what I like about this boy. He's fast.
I buy the stock around here.
That's just the trouble. You're too old-fashioned. Everything you buy is old-fashioned.
Rubbish.
That's right, old-fashioned rubbish.
All right, tell me the worst.
Max Bygrave has made another LP.
What?
Well, that's the worst I can think of.
I'm talking about the stock you bought. Let's have a look here.
All right, there we are.
Well, what's this, then?
That's a handkerchief.
Now, who on earth is going to buy a handkerchief that size? Basil? Look, you'll never sell any of this rubbish, never.
I most certainly will. I can sell anything to anybody. Once I almost sold a 30-seater bus to the Liberal Party.
Look, I've got to phone somebody about a man who may buy the business, and I bet you can't sell any of this rubbish before I get back.
Done.
Well, if you sell it, someone will be.
Oh, very amusing. What a hilarious little haberdasher you are. It won't take me long to sell this lot. I've got the experience. After all, I am the original brush salesman. Now's my chance. Here comes a customer. Good morning, sir. Can I help you?
Are you free?
I'm free.
As a matter of fact, I was looking for something in trousers.
I'm not free.
Whimsical little fellow. I don't suppose I shall find anything here. I'm rather particular about the way I dress.
Well, most people start from the skin and work outwards, sir.
I don't come under the category of most people, you furry flunky.
You can say that again. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now, is there anything I can show you?
You? Not a thing.
Oh, sorry I spoke. I bet he puts a crease in his underpants. And can I show you any clothes, sir?
Well, is this all you have?
Oh, yes, that's it. Our entire stock. Complete range, là, tout compris.
What about your drawers?
You can't have them, I'm wearing them. Oh, drawers! Oh! Oh, I beg your pardon. I got carried away.
My stars said it was going to be one of those sort of days. I mean, your cupboards. Now, what's in this box, for instance?
Well, I'm sorry, that's not for sale.
Why, somebody else bought it?
No, but the contents of this box are rather special. I doubt if you could afford them. They were specially created by Softly Amy.
You mean Hardy Amy?
No, actually, it was Amy. She's got a stall in Shepherd's Bush Market. Everybody goes there.
How quaint. Are they fashionable?
Fashionable? Listen, sunshine. This gear makes John Travolta look as dated as Fred Flintstone.
Well, what? This looks like an old sack.
Huh?
As a matter of fact, it is an old sack. What's so special about an old sack?
It's not any old sack. I'll have you know that that's the world's first unisex sack.
A unisex sack?
Yes, that's right. Hisian Hessian and Hersian Hessian.
How clever.
On the spur of the moment, I thought it was brilliant.
Now, I know what these are. Huh? Long Johns.
Wrong.
Wrong Johns?
Long Jims. Made specially for a certain person in number 10, but rejected due to a design error. Turn them round.
Well?
No loopholes to crawl through.
Oh, dear. What about this? This is just an ordinary balaclava.
There's nothing ordinary about that. You notice the cunning way the hole is at the back of the head?
What's it for?
Protection against chilblains on the nose.
Are they fashionable?
What? I tell you this, I'll give you my word, they're as fashionable as an officer and an embezzler. Shall I wrap them up?
Oh, no, I must try them on.
Oh, I wouldn't bother about that, sir.
No, but I insist.
Huh?
I may have travelled all round the world, but there's one sight that thrills me more than words can say.
What's that?
The sight of me in a mirror. Is this the fitting room? Bisey.
Bisey. Oh, Boise. Just when I thought I'd made a sale. When he sees himself in that clobber, he'll go bonkers. I wonder if my passport's up to date.
Basil,
Huh?
wonderful news.
What's that?
All our troubles are over.
You've resigned?
Yes, I found a buyer for the shop.
Oh, where is he?
Well, I thought he'd be here by now. He said he was coming round to check it over before he gave me the money.
Oh, no.
What happened to him?
Oh, Mr. Howard.
Yeah?
This chap, what's he like?
Well, he's blonde-haired,
Yeah.
neatly dressed.
Oh, and has an impediment in his walk?
Yes, that's him.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Do they have any vacancies for missionaries in New Guinea?
You kidding? What are you... Basil.
Yes.
Basil.
No.
Don't tell me there's been some awful accident.
Well, you could say that. And here it comes now.
Mr. Inman, it's you.
Oh, say it isn't me. Say that apparition in the mirror there isn't me. It's somebody else.
Calm down before you lacerate your long johns.
As for you, you've made me look a complete fool.
What?
I wouldn't dream of buying your crummy little shop. I think I've got one of my funny turns coming on.
I say, Incredible Hulk. You're not walking down the street like that.
Certainly not. I shall go on the bus.
Basil,
Yes?
do we have a shooting jacket in stock?
What?
Do we have a shooting jacket in stock?
I think so.
Good. I'm going to put it on.
Yes.
And then I'm going to shoot.
Oh, no, Mr. Howard, no. That is what's in the show. No. This is not so good, I'm afraid. You're in your office. The secretary's on your knee. Your wife bursts through the door. And you're out of the window and halfway across the car park before you realise your office is on the 5th floor.
A fine clairvoyant you turned out to be. That's exactly what did happen.
I might have known.
What do you mean?
I'm reading last week's crystal ball.
irresistible. How can I fail? Inman, you little demon, you.
Somebody call.
She nearly frightened me to death.
I nearly frightened myself to death, I'll tell you. Go.
What do you want?
What do I want? I'm here for the part, aren't I?
What part?
Ah, the part in the panto. They want somebody to play the demon.
Oh, good. Well, you play the demon, because I'm playing the dame.
Hey, hang about. They won't be able to afford both of us. I'm very expensive, you know. I'm wanted all over the world.
Who by? Interpol?
Oh.
You don't stand a chance. They need somebody with my experience. Do you realise I've had audiences standing, shouting, stamping their feet?
Why, wouldn't they let him out? Listen, Sir Rafe, you may not realise it, but I have a very large following.
Yeah? I blame the bread myself.
Now listen,
What?
we thespians should help each other whenever we can.
Yes, I suppose you have got some experience, and any advice you'd like to give me will be most welcome.
Well, now to mention it, I have got some advice.
Oh, what is it?
Clear off.
I can't do that. The smell of the grease paint goes too deep.
I wondered what it was.
Saucy.
Oh, I know what you mean, though. I know just what you mean. They're waiting for my demon. I shall give it to them.
They're waiting for my twanky. I shall give it to them.
For us poor fools who once decide to enter this profession,
No matter how you feel inside, there's no room for depression.
so be we actor,
Juggler,
clown,
magician,
singer,
dancer, we cannot let our
public down, and when it calls, we answer. We can't keep 'em waiting, we can't keep 'em waiting. They're sitting there expectantly with hearts a palpitating. They're dying for my demon, the one they love to hiss.
They're crying for my twanky to blow them all a kiss.
Waiting for the moment when we hit town, and we can't let our public down. We can't keep 'em waiting, we can't keep 'em waiting. It's mighty gratifying that they're so discriminating. They're stamping for my demon to enter through the smoke.
They're chanting for my twanky to crack an extra joke.
Waiting for that moment when we hit town, and we can't let our public down. Ah, marvellous. Oh, there's nothing like it.
No, no.
Do you remember those great comics in silent films?
Oh, Chaplin,
Lauren Hardy.
Buster Keaton.
Have you really? Oh, I am sorry.
What about our own comics, though, like Max Miller,
Rob Wilton.
Angela Rippon,
Yeah. You remember when we all used to listen to the radio?
Educating Archie?
With Peter Bruff and Archie Andrews.
I used to love Archie Andrews.
Never thought much of his dummy, though. I can't stand puppets.
Do you know, I fancy myself as a straight actor, like Gielgud,
Oh, Olivier.
Newton-John.
Myself, I'd rather be a great comic.
Oh, it's time you started.
Oh! I wouldn't mind their money.
No, do you know they earn a fortune?
Max Bygraves.
Ken Dodd.
Morecambe and Wise.
I heard the other day that Ernie Wise had trouble with his tax.
Really? I always thought he kept his wig on with glue.
Gallantly concealing
The makeup that he's peeling, though your blood may be congealing,
and the fraud and double dealing,
and you'd like to hit the ceiling
over somebody's seen stealing. You must rise above the nitter-natter.
Chitter-chatter, it's a matter.
Of feeling, that feeling. When the tall boy comes
The great call comes
to tell you.
Overture beginners, please.
We're on! Oh! You can't keep 'em waiting, you can't keep 'em waiting. Your name is on the program in the golden copper plating. They're waiting for my demon to flash his fearful frown.
Agitating for my twanky to hoist her spotted gown.
Supplicating for your princess to don her golden crown. Waiting for the moment when we hit town, and we can't let our public down. They want us.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
No, we can't let our public down. sit quietly, and I will try to contact the spirit world. Is there anybody there? Give 1 knock for yes, and 2 knocks for no. Oh, you're Irish, are you? Mr. Howard? Mr. Howard, wakey, wakey, it's 6:30. Time to start work.
What did you say, Basil?
I said it's 6:30. Time to start work.
Oh, my back. I didn't get a wink of sleep on that hard floor.
Oh, neither did I.
What do you mean, neither did you? You've been sleeping in the lap of luxury. I bet your back isn't sore like mine.
Of course it's sore. I've been sleeping in the sun. Yeah, that page 3 kept me warm, though.
Well, come on, get out of it.
Hey!
We've got work to do.
What?
Come on.
Hey, what are you going to do with that bucket?
I'm going to water the donkey.
What? You can't throw a bucket of water over Dolly at this time in the morning. Her bath night's on Friday.
I'm not going to throw the water over her. I'm going to give her a drink of water.
Huh?
That's what I mean when I say I'm going to water the donkey.
Oh, I see. How silly me. I say, Mr. Howard, when we get home tonight, remind me to milk the cat.
Basil, what have you done to Dolly?
Well, I had to make sure she didn't get cold in the night, didn't I? Morning, Dolly. Sleep well? Yeah.
I think she's a little horse. What do you think?
No, I still think she's a donkey. Little horses don't bray, they neigh.
Well, I just hope she didn't get her feet wet in the night.
Yeah, have no fear, Mr. Howard. I wouldn't let Dolly get wet feet. I bought her 2 pairs of Dolly wellies. Look nice, don't they?
Sometimes I think you're as bit more of an ass than Dolly is.
Oh, thank you very much. It's nice to be appreciated.
Well, not many people about, are there?
Well, of course not. We're in the middle of the country.
And whose fault is that?
Well, I couldn't help it if Dolly wouldn't go any further. She was exhausted.
Exhausted? She had a hangover.
What?
Fancy putting a bottle of your auntie's elderberry wine in her bran.
Well, you must admit it made her go for a minute, didn't it? The last time I saw her move so fast was when she caught sight of Cyril Smith by the roadside thumbing a lift. Boom, boom. Oh, what a bore. No customers. What can we do to pass the time? Did you hear the story about the fellow?
Yes.
Oh.
What are you staring at?
I was just wondering.
Wondering what?
Can you make it go up and down like the Concords does?
Basil, turn it up.
No, I asked first.
It's about time you had some respect for your elders.
I'm sorry. I was only trying to cheer you up. Wonder what it feels like to get old. What did you feel like when you got old, Mr. Howard?
I am not old.
Aren't you? You must have been born at a very late age. I remember when you lit the candles on your birthday cake last year, 3 people collapsed from the heat.
That is not true.
It's as true as I'm milking this giraffe.
If you must know, I'm approaching 34.
From which direction? Yes, Dolly, it was funny, wasn't it? Dolly loves a good laugh, you know. What a jolly
Basil.
little Dolly.
That book you ordered came in yesterday.
Oh, what?
Do you want to take it home to read it? Hey, Basil? Basil?
And you see, there was this fella. He came on the stage. He was dressed in a white suit, white hat, white socks, white shoes, everything white, you see. He walks to the centre of the stage, gets into this glass cabinet, and juggles with half a dozen bags of soot. And he gets out of the cabinet and walks down to the front of the stage and sings Mammy. Oh, dear, isn't that a scream? Oh, dear.
What are you doing out here, Basil?
I was just telling Dolly a joke. Look at her, she's in hysterics. Oh, dear me. Don't you laugh anymore, Dolly. You'll give yourself hiccups. What have you got there, Mr. Howard?
Well, it's that book you ordered. You know,
Oh,
the
yes.
one about pirate captains.
Oh.
Tells you here all about Sir Henry Morgan and Captain Kidd and Edward Teach.
Yes.
He was one known as Blackbeard.
Oh, yes.
Look, that's his ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge.
Oh, why is it lying on its side? Is it shipwrecked?
Well, no, it says so here. Before she set off on a long voyage, it was put into dry dock, laid on the side to be careened.
Careened? What's that mean?
Well, it means the bottom scraped.
Oh, I bet that was painful.
Look, you unnautical nut. A ship gets barnacles on the bottom, you see, and they have to be scraped off, otherwise she loses speed, you understand?
Yeah. You've been dragging your feet lately. Fancy a bit of careening?
No, I don't.
I don't blame you. Could be habit forming. Come on, Dolly's getting interested. Look.
Even though Blackbeard was a notorious pirate, hundreds of people would gather at Plymouth docks at the start of his voyages to wish him farewell.
Bye-bye, Blackbeard.
Do you want to hear this or don't you?
Oh, of course I do. So does Dolly. Look at her. She's all excited. Calm down, Dolly. There's a good girl. Read on, Macduff.
Well, I will if you stop interrupting. During his long sea trips, Blackbeard was reputed to sink at least 2 galleons a day.
Just like my Uncle Fred, he loves his beer.
The discipline was harsh on board.
Yes.
Many a crew member was lashed to the mast.
Really?
Often a man would be marooned on a desert island.
Covered in coconut.
What are you talking about?
Well, you said he was macarooned on a desert island.
Marooned.
Marooned.
Like Ben Gunn in Treasure Island.
Ben who?
Ben Gunn. He was thrown off the ship for being drunk on duty.
Oh, that Ben Gunn. Oh, he got loaded and so they fired him. Boom, boom! Oh, I'm sorry, Dolly. I beg your pardon.
Ben Gunn was cast away on a desert island for 10 years.
Yes.
With nothing to eat but goat meat. And do you know what was the first thing he said when he was rescued? No.
Bah.
No. All he wanted was cheese.
Ah.
Ben Gunn, when found, was dressed in nothing but goat skins, it says here.
Goat skins?
He used goat skins to make his clothes.
You mean he took the skins off those little nanny goats? Cool.
Well, they were wild goats.
I'm not surprised. Cool. I'd be wild if somebody took the skin off me. Cool. I'd have to walk around in the nutty. Basil blush. God! Blooming heck, it's Mrs. Ben Gunn.
I've been looking everywhere for you.
What?
You realise the place is all locked up. I can't find my clothes. I can't go home like this.
Of course you can't. You look ridiculous.
Quite right.
I've got the right outfit for you, though.
Oh, I've had enough of your outfits, thank you very much.
Ah, but this has been modelled by Mademoiselle Dolly.
Oh, well, that sounds like me.
Mr. Howard? Hey, there you go.
Oh, no, I can't have a poncho from it. Listen, where do you go to get your bottom scraped? I've been wondering about... Oh, no, please. What can I say?
I'm free.
You gotta work.
Oh, how we work.
To build a show.
That's right, you know.
You gotta
Give it all. You got to be a pro. It takes a lot of heart to be a clown. At times you're sad to see that curtain coming down. You had the crowd right in your hand.
And maybe when you take your call, they're gonna stand.
Way, they're gonna cheer. They're gonna shout. For that is what the show is all about. Way, good night, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye.